Hey, what's going on? It's Sunshine.
And E.
All right.
We're back.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all come back too.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming back.
Right. Okay, yeah. We're doing a little something different today. We, I was kind of perusing the YouTube channels and checking out some of the stuff on YouTube. And I came across this. I said, this is interesting. But I didn't want to go for it and check out. But this 27 facts that will make you question your existence. I said, I got to check this out. But I want to check it out with y'all, give our true reaction, and see out of those 27, how many of them we may be somewhat familiar, or we think, or we believe, versus the opposite. So we're going to get into that. But right after you watch this, go down in the description and check out some of the links we have down there. But for now, go ahead and like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, also share, comment below. So let's get into these 27 facts.
This is where you live. And this is where you live in your neighborhood, the solar system. Here's the distance between the Earth and the Moon. Doesn't look too far, does it? Think again. At their farthest points, the Earth and the Moon are 252,088 miles away. Inside that distance, you can fit every planet in our entire solar system. But let's talk about planets. The Great Red Spot on Jupiter, that's about 2 times as big as Earth.
Wow.
And Saturn is about 9 times wider than Earth. Saturn's rings are so large that a few of the fragments within them are as large as mountains. But that's nothing compared to our sun. Just remember, this is Earth. And this is Earth from the Moon. This is Earth from Mars. Here's Earth from just behind Saturn's rings. And here's Earth from just beyond Neptune, 4 billion miles away. But a billion's a big number, so let's put that in perspective. 1 million seconds equals about 11 and a half days, whereas 1 billion seconds equals over 31 years.
Wow.
Let's step back a bit. Here's the size of Earth compared with the size of our sun. Terrifying, right? And here's that exact same sun from the surface of Mars. As Carl Sagan once mused,
the total number of stars in the universe is larger than all the grains of sand on all the beaches of the planet Earth.
Isn't that crazy?
And there are some stars out there that are much, much bigger than our little wimpy sun. The biggest star we know of, VY Canis Majoris, is about 2,000 times the diameter of our sun. But none of those compares to the size of a galaxy. In fact, if you shrink the size of our solar system down to the size of a quarter and shrank the Milky Way galaxy down using the same scale, the diameter of the Milky Way would be roughly the size of the United States. That's because the Milky Way galaxy is huge. Its diameter is about 100,000 light years wide, which, when converted to miles, is about 621 quadrillion, 371 trillion, 192 billion, 237 million, 333,890 miles. Inside of all of that is you. You live in this tiny, tiny portion of the Milky Way. But even still, our galaxy is a little runt compared with some others. NGC 6744, a spiral galaxy similar to our own, is twice as wide as the Milky Way, stretching over 200,000 light years across. It is massive. But let's think bigger. In this picture alone, taken by the Hubble telescope, there are thousands and thousands of galaxies, each containing millions or billions of stars with their own planets. Some of the objects seen here may have formed as many as 11 billion years ago, just 3 billion years after the Big Bang. This period of time is considered one of the busiest star-forming periods. And just keep this in mind. That's a picture of a very small part of the universe. So if you're ever feeling upset about your favorite show being canceled, or the fact that they play Christmas music way too early, just remember, this is your home, Earth.
Interesting.
Yeah, you know, you hear this discussion with people from time to time about do they believe there's life other than Earth. And if you can grasp and understand what he's talking about when it really comes to size and how we fit in that massive, massive space, let's put it in perspective. Because we hit the road a lot of times. And a lot of people that don't leave, like I know a person I talked to not too long ago, and they haven't left the state that they lived in over 10 years. Never went outside the border of their own state.
Oh,
in 10 years, over 10 years, it's at least. And I think just the area, that metro area that they're in, this, around that city, they probably haven't left that city in about 2 or 3 years. I can't see it. We get on the road as much as we can. And when you don't leave outside, that's how you think everything is.
Mm-hmm.
But when you get on the road,
I had no idea about this, though.
And you start riding and seeing all these trees and all the, you see it. Just Earth alone is massive. It has just, you get out on a cruise, get out and see all that water. It's just, and so to me, how could someone just dig in and say that there's no other life other than us when you look at, you know, you don't even know, there's some people don't even know what's, 1,000 miles away from them, let alone billions and billions of miles. So I don't know. For me, that's not one I can question, because I'm just saying, if it's that many miles away, how would you ever know in your lifetime to figure out that it is or not? There may be, 2 million years from now, somebody might find out, yeah, there's somebody. So we never know. But it's just interesting to hear those facts and know those things. I like hearing things like that for some reason. I'm a number guy too, so that's right up my alley. So, anything else?
Yeah, you just never know. You never really think about it until you put it in that perspective.
Right.
As this did, that, wow. There's talk about it.
Right.
People said, oh, how do we know? We don't.
Right.
Or maybe we do. Some people do know and just haven't told us, or, whatever. But I just never, the sky is massive. From what we can see, is far beyond that.
Yeah.
And, as a child, you could grow up and say, oh, the sky is really far away. And that's all you think. But when you put it in this perspective, you're like, oh.
Yeah, no. We think about going to the moon. Hey, man, we're going to Mars and those places, and that might be equivalent to us walking a block. When you think of everything. So, you really got to put those things in perspective when you make comments or have views on certain things. So, that's our little input on that. Y'all let us know what you think. We're going to get out of here. Before we do me a favor, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, also share and comment below. And I do believe that's it.
That's it. Thanks for listening
to Sunshine and E.